Hi people, hope you're well. Welcome to a workout, yeah. Now today's leg day and it's fallen on the iso-bar and the iso-flo. Can you train legs with an iso-bar? Well, we'll find out, won't we? But it turns out you can, yeah. I'm going to warm up on this sculler, this old Terry sculler from 70s, yeah, because it does a similar movement to the leg press. So it gets a lot of blood in your quads, yeah. It's a nice, something nice to do before you start training, yeah. Get some nice blood in and get a bit of oxygen around the body, yeah. So 10 minutes on this, and then I'm going to go into legs with the iso-bar, and then legs with the iso-flo, and then I'm going to hit triceps with the iso-bar and iso-flo. Right, off we go. So warm up time. Big squeeze at the top, because I want to warm my legs up. 10 minutes on here. Right, so I've done a good 10 minutes warm up on here. Now I'm going to do single legs, yeah. So I'll do these for sets of 12. Big squeeze. Squat legs. Now on to the workout. Right, so this is pretty difficult for me to film in this room because I've only got like a little tiny space. But we've got the Bulwarker iso-bar and we hook it over this foot, hook it over the bottom foot. And what we're doing hamstrings and quads. Yeah. So we learn us back. Start there. Push down with the left leg. Pull up with the right leg and hold for 7 seconds. 7, and then we move to the halfway point, pushing and pulling. Full point. And then we do the movement. Twelve of them, then we swap legs. As soon as you do this exercise, you'll feel it where it works. It works your hips, it does your quads, it does a little bit of hamstring on the other leg, pulls some calves, does quite a bit. Now, it does take a bit of getting used to. So what you've got to do, you just got to stick with it. If it's not working for you, it's not the exercise, it's you. So you have to stick with these things until you can do them properly. I can't do it properly yet. Right, so start there, hold. There, hold. There, hold. And then we do 12. very difficult exercise to get right, that, yeah. I'm working on it. I will get it right eventually. But what I'm not doing is I'm not keeping my legs bent correctly. I'm letting them go out a bit. And also, when I'm curling down, I'm not pulling with the pulling leg hard enough, so I'm not getting the hamstring involved. But it's a learning curve. We've got to do these things to learn, yeah? We'll get there. But that is a decent exercise, that, to be fair. 3 or 4 sets of that should do. Right, so next exercise, flip those that way, stick them around your feet, lay down, pull apart. This is for the hip abductors, and if you want, you can lift your legs off the floor. Count. 7. Right, now we're going to go for some reps. So I'm going to pull apart as hard as I can and come up and down and squeeze. As you get warmed up into that, you can pull as hard as you like, and it really does fire your legs up, yeah. Decent little exercise, 3 sets of that. Now for this next exercise, you could do with 2 isobars. I've got an isobar pro and a normal isobar. You can do it one-sided, but I don't like to. So basically, if you imagine, start your deadlift movement down here, yeah, and you're going to do a deadlift, but it's obviously under tension. Off we go. 7 seconds of that. That fires all your legs up at the start, fires lower back up, yeah, gets your lats fired up. Decent little exercise. We'll just do another set of that. Another 2 sets actually. So get down as if you're going to do a proper deadlift. Set the lats as you would. Come up, pull as hard as you can. 7 seconds of that, yeah. Did you notice that second time I pulled a little bit harder, yeah? That's just like when you warm up with weights and you get heavier and heavier, that's what you can do with these pieces of equipment, yeah. I recommend not going straight for it on your first couple of sets because you can put more force into things than you realise. So it's always best just to warm up a bit. My third and final set, this is where I'm going to put everything into it. I'm going to try and break the handles. So face pulling is essential. Let's go down, set the lats. When you put everything into it like that, you feel it in your calves, you feel it in your hamstrings, all the way up here, up front, and you get a lower back, glutes, and a bit of quad activation as well, yeah. Next exercise, let's go. So next exercise, when you're training at home, you've got limited equipment, you might as well use your own body weight as much as you can. So I'm going to go on to some toe squats. Now, right on toes, tense everything, tense the glutes, yeah, that keeps you stood up. So as soon as you go right on your toes, you see the calves and the quads, everything tense, yeah. Point your ankles in, just gives you more of a tense. Keep your hands on your hips, because that makes you use your balance more. Makes the exercise harder, and off you go. And you really do start to feel them right from there, right through the leg. You get a big pump in the calves, you get a big pump in the ankles, but most of all, it strengthens your arches up on your feet. Right, set 2. Feet together, pointing outwards, hands on hips. Squeeze everything. Off we go. Struggling on this one. They really hurt them. It doesn't take long either. It's that pause at the bottom and that squeeze at the top that takes it all out of you. Right people, this next exercise is the dead bug. I find it extremely difficult, yeah. I still don't know if I do it right, but you have one leg there, one arm up, and then you transfer it through to there, yeah. So let's first get the movement flowing before we start putting any pressure on. And then we'll start fighting. So, push, big extension, push, big extension. So it's a big squeeze down there. Now what I find with this exercise, I feel it more in my shoulders than I do in my legs. And it's a leg day. So what I do then is I tighten these straps up so I'm not moving the shoulders anymore. I can concentrate more on the legs. And I hold the straps up here as hard as I can on that carabiner, and then I drive the legs. That's better. And it starts to feel like a one-legged squat or a lunge. And it's harder than it looks because one leg's fighting the other. So you can put some force through it. That's enough of them. Same biceps then. So for this next exercise, we've got the iso-flo using top straps only. And we're going to do a similar routine to what we did with the iso-bar. So down at the bottom of the pull-up position and pull it hard as you can. 7 seconds of that, and then we adjust. So we make the strap longer. Off we go. Hop. 7 seconds of that, and then we adjust again. Off we go. Squeeze the legs. Could have done with having that strap a little bit lower for that one. In fact, I'll adjust it and do it. Didn't get much out of that. And pull. Whew. You'll feel that in the morning. Right, so for this next exercise, it's front squats. So this is a little bit easier, a little bit better than the deadlift version I've just done. And we have the lower section on the toe, on the feet, shoulder width apart roughly, and then we carabiner the top half to the job, and we pull this strap down. So basically we want to be down here, yep, and then we push up for the front squat, 7 seconds. 7, then we adjust, so we get a bit higher, halfway, which is about there. Squat down, push up, 7, and then we go all the way to the top. So we find a position all the way to the top where the legs are almost locked out but not quite. Then we go. 7. So remember, when you're training at home, people, incorporate the body as often as you can. It's not all about your equipment. So I'm going to do a finisher with some lunges, yeah? Big squeeze at top. Remember that squeeze. If you're just going from A to B, you're not training the muscles. It's all in your squeeze, as much as you squeeze them. This is how you get away without weights. Big squeeze at top. Till you feel them really burning. And they're burning now, yeah, just by squeezing them, yeah. This is what I want to stress, people. I'm not just going to there and then just going to there. I'm squeezing living daylights out of the quads at the top. Right, so we're moving on to the tricep part of the workout now. I've got the iso back out and I'm holding it this way. So this tricep is fighting this arm, yeah. So basically, pull as hard as you can with each arm, but you're doing some tricep kickbacks like that. Good thing about the iso when you do this exercise, brings chest into it as well, shoulders, yeah, it's a full upper body movement. That's what I like about the iso. And what you can't see through that TV screen is just how hard I'm pulling on this thing, yeah, it really does get physical. Off we go. And you really do tire out really quickly, yeah. It's not like a set weight, people. You kind of build momentum when you're using this thing. You start off easy, then your strength gets into it as you warm up, you pull harder and harder, you just end up into like this internal fight. And the stress builds up, and within 6, if you're pulling hard enough, you're just about done. It's really good, beats weights. And as your biceps and triceps get stronger, the exercise gets harder, and this is how you build muscle on this. Yeah, it's not impossible. The more we squeeze and contract, the stronger it gets, the more we can squeeze and contract again and get it stronger again. It's very underestimated is tension. Yeah, I was brought up with weights. I thought you had to put loads of weights on to get strong and big, yeah, but you don't. It's how much you're tensing those muscles and what you put into it. Next exercise is the tricep kickback using the iso-flo. So you hold it that way this hand, that way the other hand, yeah. Lean forward slightly and get ready to press it out. So press it backwards, fight yourself and up. Oh man, the pump really does intensify, it really does get hard, it's not like it. Lean forward, off we go. One of them. Right, this next exercise is with the iso-flo. It takes a bit of setting up, so I'm not going to film that part of it. There's two versions of this. You can either do it with holding the handles, or you can do it what I call hammer grip. Today I'm going to hold the handles. Now I'm going to struggle with this slightly because of the left shoulder. I don't want to put too much stress under it because I don't want to aggravate that cuff, but it goes something like this. Oh, 25, and the momentum, people, on that builds as you get warmer. So, you know, don't go full pelt on these when you first start a set or a rep. Warm up, get into it, yeah, kind of warm into it, yeah, and then find your feet with them. That's how I use it. Now, look at that. That's not a bad little pump, really, is it? From 2 straps, yeah. You can train at home, people, and you can get these muscles just training at home. Right, people, so that's it, yeah. Nice little pump. Yep, surprised what you can do with some straps. Keep training.